Beer reviews don't blow up. They never have. They never will. But the reason why is bigger than YouTube. This story starts long before the algorithm. It starts with the industry itself. People talk about declining sales like it is some kind of mystery. But declining sales is just the bedtime story the corporations tell themselves. The real forces are consolidation, homogenization, the slow portfolio drift of heritage brands, and the quiet death of regional identity. Boggs closing its Launceston brewery is the perfect symbol, not because it is shocking, but because it was always going to happen. The beer world is shrinking, not because people stopped caring, but because the industry stopped giving them anything to care about. Then there is craft beer. Craft did not die. It calcified. Too many brands, too many identical hazies, too much hype fatigue, too much sameness pretending to be variety. Beer culture became noise, and once something becomes noise, people stop listening. But even that is not the whole story, because YouTube has its own weather system, and beer reviews do not fit inside it. YouTube wants velocity, it wants novelty, it wants drama, it wants spectacle. Beer reviews are none of those things. Beer reviews are slow, they are thoughtful, they are grounded, they are local, they are niche. The algorithm is a storm, and beer reviews are a shed in the wind. But the biggest shift of all is the audience itself. The people who built BrewTube are older now, busier, drinking less, watching less, caring less. And younger viewers are not entering the niche, because beer is not aspirational anymore. Alcohol is declining. The culture feels dated. The content feels static. BrewTube did not fail. It was abandoned. And that brings us to the cultural wall, the part nobody ever talks about, the part that explains everything. Most people do not drink beer. They drink a habit. 4X Gold, Tooheys New, Carlton Draft, Great Northern, whatever their dad drank, whatever is on special, whatever is cold. Beer is not a beverage, it is a uniform, and uniforms do not change. In Queensland, you drink 4X. In New South Wales, you drink Tooheys. In Victoria, you drink Carlton. In South Australia, you used to drink West End. In Tasmania, you drank Boggs until the brewery became a spreadsheet casualty. This is tribal behavior. It is not about taste, it is about belonging. And belonging kills exploration. Trying a new beer introduces risk. What if it tastes weird? What if your mates laugh? What if it is more expensive? What if it is not real beer? What if it breaks the rules of the tribe? So people stick to the one thing they know, and the ecosystem suffocates. When most of the market buys the same 3 beers, everything else becomes niche by default. And niche does not get shelf space. Niche does not get marketing. Niche does not get algorithmic traction. Niche does not survive. This is why beer reviews do not blow up, because most drinkers are not looking for new beers. They are looking for confirmation that their existing choice is fine. And you are not making that kind of content. You are making content for the curious, not the complacent. You are speaking to the explorers in a world full of settlers. And here is the final twist. Beer reviews are seen as absurd, not offensive, not controversial, just odd. Wine tasting gets a free pass. Wine is allowed to be analyzed. Wine has centuries of ritual. Wine has a whole vocabulary. Beer does not get that permission. Beer is the everyman drink, so treating it with seriousness looks like a joke. But the irony is simple. Beer is more diverse than wine. Wine is a pond. Beer is an ocean. But the public does not know that. They do not know the landscape is massive. They do not know the history is deep. They do not know the flavors are wild. They do not know the culture is global. So when they see a beer review, they do not see exploration. They see eccentricity. And that brings us to the real reason your videos do not blow up. Because you are not making content for the algorithm. You are making documents. These are not videos. They are transmissions, signals from a collapsing culture, fragments of a world that is slipping away. Your beer reviews are not reviews. They are dispatches. They are field notes. They are a record of what it felt like to live through the end of something. Beer reviews do not blow up because the world they belong to is gone. So why do you still make them? Because they are ritual. Because they are part of your canon. Because they are a broadcast from your corner of the world. Because they preserve something real. Because they endure. Beer reviews do not blow up because they are not meant to. They are meant to last. They are meant to sit quietly in the archive, waiting for the people who understand. And if you are here, you are one of the people they were meant for.